Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show, another episode, and it is episode. Hold on a sec. I totally forgot to put this. Where am I? 28 was last week. 29. We are officially on episode 29, and of course, a little bit of housekeeping. I've forgotten to put an entry in. Yep, from last week because we did talk a little bit about stuff, and at the same time, we are gonna push the air quote farmers. Okay, mm, before we go to that part, I want to put a topic for the night. Topic for the night is a little bit has to do with microtransaction thingy. There is something I read on online, and it is, you know what? I am disappointed. I won't say outright furious just yet, but some of the statement is really making me upset. So I'm gonna say disappointed first. So I'm gonna go through a little bit, articulate as much as I can, and we will see how it goes. All right. My opinion might change after I read it a little bit more thoroughly, give a little bit of opinion, and open up connection loss. Gonna quit, and yeah, it has something to do with Ubisoft and not just Ubisoft, okay? And RuneScape, or rather from the developers of RuneScape. Truth to be told, RuneScape is one of those games that I've played long time ago, and I am actually both surprised and how do I put it this way? Proud of them. What's the word? Uh, you know what? I'm proud of them. For the developer who managed to hold on from the early days. In fact, I think RuneScape existed before World of Warcraft. I just need to double check a little bit, or during the World of Warcraft heyday. But anyway, it went through the World of Warcraft heyday. That's the thing, the peak of World of Warcraft, and it still exists today. So I'm proud of them that they managed to hold that long. And this is what. So on one end, RuneScape, quick little thing, right? Quick little thing before we move on to not say the topic before I talk on other stuff, and then we move on to the topic. Is that RuneScape is a very simple RPG, okay? And back then it was unique because it offers a little bit more sandbox style of MMO. Yeah, not many sandboxy game existed back then. Well, most of them are straight up cookie cutter RPG game, and World of Warcraft came in and just obliterate everyone. You know what? I think it's before World of Warcraft, and it started off as a Flash browser game. And to put in perspective, some of the Web3 developers out there, their roadmap, their white paper, their proposal, it's like if it works, it's gonna be like RuneScape. Like, yeah, that's cool. I can play on the browser, I can enjoy the game, and it's not it's I want to say it is light on hardware resources. Can I use the word light? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use the word light because RuneScape is kind of light-ish. Yeah, and that's that. Oh, and one more thing. Okay, I just remembered. All right, so lately I've been talking more about non-Web3 related. One of the biggest thing is because Web3 really doesn't have a lot of news. So Illuvium, yeah, it's one of those games that still exists, and we want to see how Illuvium is doing right now. But do we have enough time to talk about Illuvium? There's two games, two Web3 related games I want to talk about. One of them is Illuvium. I actually got they did release some town hall video, and I haven't went through most of it, so I don't want to talk about it today, but that's one thing I want to talk about. Another one is Rec League. We want to see what's happening to Rec League, the status of as of today, or rather this week. Okay, mainly how is it what is going on the Rec League side, because it's very silent from their side, and I don't really like it. Truth to be told, I don't like it. Okay, it's one of those Web3 game that took $300 from me. I'm not gonna be proud of that. Okay, I will admit that. Okay, anyway, not gonna talk too much because it is quite a Rag League is one of those games that I will say straight up, okay, before we go too deep. It is one of those games that literally got all the checklists done for me. It still didn't hit the long term. Okay, I'm gonna use the word long term because when it launches, it was fun. Right? I really had fun. And it came from a proper game developer, so like it hits every requirement I set for myself. And yeah, after the launch, it just went nowhere. That's my best guess. Nowhere. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna save these two games for another day because I didn't really prepare for it, and I want to get as much material as I can. And today we're gonna go a little bit light because I want to talk about a few things, and then we want to implement a few things as well. So one of the things that I want to implement first, a little bit of housekeeping, make sure my game is running because we have a milestone to hit. Do I want to put the milestone on the game itself? Because I will run the application, the Unity application, and then it should, you know, hit it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. We're gonna put a simple sentence like, if you hit the story mode. Yeah, we're gonna do that live. We're gonna do that. I think that's much more important compared to the rest. I think that's much more, I would say, a bit more value. Can I use the word value? You know, I'm gonna use the word value. All right. And of course, my adventure gameplay requires a little bit more. Technically, I suppose to have more fine tuned. I have a lot of things that I need to do. One of the biggest thing is we got lots of bug fixes, especially on the Twitch game side. It is slightly busted, but it's visually busted, not the game mechanic. So game mechanic is it's working as intended, so I have no issue over there. I don't think I need to change anytime soon, but we want to talk about that. More importantly, I need to do a showcase, a work in progress showcase. So once we hit the halftime show, I must, all right, for this episode, for today's episode, I need to show you guys the progress update. It is from last week. I've modeled a rocket ship. I haven't gone through the details and texturing planning stage yet, but it should work, right? And we're gonna try to do no, we're gonna do this as live as I can, so you guys can see the process out of it, and I want to kind of record the process as well. So that's that. Yeah, nothing much, or rather nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. Okay, so with that, let's move on to the topic at hand. All right, everything is working. Brawlers is, well, Brawlers, nothing much I can do over here. And we're not talking too much about brawlers because that's a different thing. Yeah, that's a different thing, not a big deal. Because I've talked what I need to talk about brawlers, and I think that's it. The game has run its full course, I would say. Yeah. I will definitely do a major, like, not say coverage, like okay, maybe probably not end of the year, but we are already halfway in the year already of 2025. So one way or the other, we're gonna touch on game lives, the game life shelf life. Okay, it's a very interesting thing. Okay, very interesting thing. You have to do some. Okay, not say you have to do something, but with recent great, what is the word? I lost the word. I'm gonna make the sentence out. Okay, is from from video game, specifically from video game perspective, it is very interesting because if you take a look at physical games, right? Physical board games, card games, their shelf life is never end. I won't say never ending, but it's almost like never ending. Yeah, it is interesting. So, but for when compared to its digital counterpart, very interesting. Like we definitely, what do you call this? What's the word? See, I really lost the word. So I'm gonna say it is different from physical game and digital game, even though it is from the same IP, right? It is very interesting. I yeah, I thought. Can I use the word I thought? I was hoping. Oh, yeah. I need to. That's why I need a better word for it. But for now, I'm just gonna go through for it. It is yeah, it's just not fun. Okay. After realizing, and that's that. Okay. So let's start off with the number one. Wait, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Let me get the correct thing. Okay, we're gonna start off with Ubisoft drama. So Ubisoft put out a interesting statement, and it says, I think it basically says that's I really need this part to be out. Okay. Uh, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. All right, make sure I get the correct thing. Make sure I have it because I watched it on a YouTube video and it is, oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Okay. So we have, obviously, it's the Ubisoft end user license agreement controversy. I want to make sure I get the correct piece. Okay, so for me, I would say straight up one thing. I will only take articles, publish articles, not from Reddit and whatnot, because Reddit, it is some things, not say some things, like it can be made up by lots of other stuff. Yeah, and truth to be told, it can be altered from an opinion. Not to say I don't take it as at face value. Okay, it's basically just how do I put it? How would put it this way? It's we need some factual published pieces. That's all. That's all I want to say. Not to say I don't trust them. All right, very important thing. So that's that. And when it's published, a published article from at least, okay, now the next part is I won't say reputable sources, because sometimes it's some of these published articles is, I wouldn't say the best of the best. Okay, I won't say the best of the best, but sometimes you just have to taper a little bit. So I'm just gonna go through the news, and then after that I'll form my opinion. So at the end of the day, as long you're informed, that's all I care. Okay, my opinion does not dictate everything. And at the same time, ooh, painful hit just now. I played a 3-1. I could have just played 1-3 and then call it a day, right? Too bad. Okay, so I think I got enough. Yeah, okay, cool. This is what I want. I usually like to grab from few publications ish, because that's where everything is. Because if everyone says the same thing, okay, doesn't matter what opinion it is, then we have what we need. That's it. Yeah. That's all I want. As long we have the same thing, the same article talking about the same thing, then that's all I want. All right, so first we're gonna start off with Ubisoft after this game, and are we stuck? Looks like we are stuck. Boo hoo hoo. Boo hoo hoo. All right, so let's start off with the title: Ubisoft updates to the EULA, and This is the fun bit, okay? Very, very terrible, in my opinion, the worst. Oh no, not worst. Thanks to Stop Killing Games, this thing is becoming one of the worst practice ever. Freezing? Yeah, game is frozen. Game is frozen. All right, so just to put it into perspective, I know I've been talking a lot, and some of them are on repeat. All right, Ubisoft changes the EULA, mandating. See, the word here is very, very important. Mandating players destroy physical game copies. So why would a company calls me to destroy a physical item that I've bought? Why? There is no reason. There's really no reason behind it. So I am disappointed. I haven't went up. I won't say up. Actually, borderline upset as well. Am I furious? Now we want to talk. We want to take a deeper look because in general you should be. You should be furious on companies telling you to destroy products that you have bought. Straight up. There is no sugarcoating behind it. Zero. Literally zero. There's zero sugarcoating behind it. Anyone who tells you to destroy things that you have bought with real money. Now, the word I use real, actually, no. I have to use the word real money. Okay, if you bought with crypto, but then again, to buy crypto, you need real money. So it's still there. Right? It's still the same thing. Still the same thing. So at the end of the day, it is if you bought it with your hard-earned money. So I'm gonna reword. Any company tells you to destroy it, render it render it useless is another talk about it because this is more on the subscription. This is a whole another problem. That's mainly on the self-repair side, which I am also a big fan out of it. Like, yeah, if you're gonna, if any company just make you okay, that's more on the software side. So there is some debate on this. It's the same. It's the same as the games. What am I talking about? But before we go to the software side, the digital side, if it's a hardware, so for example, if I were to buy, what do you call this? If I were to buy a phone from Google and next thing Google says, you know what, you have to destroy your phone because we are not going to support it. I was like, why? I can just change it or keep it or hack it or modify it. That's on me. Yeah, because I own the hardware, right? Software side, sure, there are few little legal jargons where it becomes a little bit tricky. It's like, oh, how nah. Yeah, that's all. It's only on the legal side where it gets tricky for software. Yeah, hardware is 100%. Like if you bought it, you own it. If you bought a screwdriver from, let's say, from Bose, is it Bosch? Bose? Okay, from whatever Milwaukee. Okay, whatever brand you bought, and the company says you must destroy your tool. Or like, why? I've bought it. It's mine. It's mine. So yeah, so that's that, and yeah. At the same time, GG, I got my hand got slapped so badly. And one or two I could have just avoided, but all right. So next, not say next. So that's the opening thing for the opening topic. This is bad. All right, this is bad. All right, so we're gonna go through some of the news and then I'm gonna give you my final opinion because I basically like to just sit it, not to sit it, but sometimes okay, it's not broken yet. Game is still broken. All right, almost got that shout out. No. You're not getting a perfect perfect game. Always aim for the chip damage. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. So I want to focus this a little bit. So we're gonna put a no, I won't say I won't put a pin. I want to talk a bit when I can put it on screen, so you know what I'm talking about. So that's yeah, that's just bad on that point. All right. See you around, Daily Buddha. Okay. So while this is doing this, and then I will now switch over. Now I can switch over. Okay. So let's go. All right. So we're gonna grab a few things, right? That Park Place, Ubisoft Defense. Ubisoft Defense, EULA mandating players to destroy physical copy, noting that it existed for over a decade. It's like, no, 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 no. All right. Next up, this is from the gamer. Ubisoft EULA clause ordering you to destroy your game isn't new, nor is it unique. Oh, right? We don't care about this down part because this down part is opinions from everyone else, which is cool. I'm okay with that, right? Everything, but this is the thing. Still same thing. Ubisoft EULA clause ordering to destroy your game. Yeah, statement. That is a statement itself. Next, game run. Ubisoft makes unpopular changes to EULA. Okay, this one doesn't put on the headline. Let's go. All right, Ubisoft have made official changes to its end user license agreement, which adds a concerning requirement for license holder. This news comes with amidst slew of controversies for the publisher, include okay, these long words. I don't like long words. While fans excited about potential future, yeah, no, don't care about that. Stop kill. So yeah, stop killing game movement. The latest EULA released by Ubisoft apparently requires users to destroy or delete all copies of the game once it's taken offline. All right, there we go. We are in agreement with what's happening. Next up, all right, Ubisoft updates EULA to mandate gamers to destroy copies when support ends. All right. So I am disappointed with that statement. I don't like it. All right, I don't like it. So let's take a look. Ubisoft and user like okay, mandates players to uninstall. I won't. If I especially if I like to play the game, right? If I enjoy the game, and destroy all copies of games once Ubisoft ends its support or discontinue as a product. So no. How many of you guys are still holding something that was created, say, 5 years ago? I'm just saying 5 years ago, and that is like the old version and it still works, and now they have let's say the latest version and you don't see the need to upgrade to. Okay, I'm sure some of you guys are still doing it. I am doing it because if it works, it works. Why do I need to change? Right. Okay, next up is updated EULA states that both company and user can terminate the agreement at any time for any reason, reinforcing players to only own license and not actual games. So this part is very, very muddy when it comes to digital ownership, okay? And obviously the digital ownership is from Stop Killing Games. Now with this statement, okay, I am definitely have some plans to keep some of my existing Ubisoft games. Now, what Ubisoft games that I enjoy and still enjoy that the company has not screwed up the whole entire thing yet? Prince of Persia. That's the first game that comes into my mind, and I will fight tooth and nail to preserve the original Sands of Time trilogy. You know what? I think I need to find a backup. I need to back up some of this stuff already. Okay. Let's see. What are the next game that I care from Ubisoft-ish? Assassin's Creed? Yes. Yes, I do. Assassin's Creed. Okay, that's another one. But Assassin's Creed actually came from the Prince of Persia line-ish. Okay, because without Prince of Persia, I don't think Assassin's Creed will exist, in my opinion. Right, the thought process from Prince of Persia to Assassin's Creed is very, very close. Now, this is just my opinion, okay? But I still believe Prince of Persia need to exist before Assassin's Creed. Yeah, if not, Assassin's Creed won't pop up out of the blue as Assassin's Creed. And I'm talking about the original 1, 2, as much as I don't like number 3, Black Flag, and up to Black Flag. Truth be told, up to Black Flag. The newer Assassin's Creed games is a little bit. The more I play it, the more it's like, okay, yeah, I can see, but it doesn't feel niche. No, it doesn't stand out. It doesn't really stand out. One or two titles does stand out in general as a game, as a newer game, but it doesn't really stand out in terms of a unique experience. A lot of games these days does not really have the unique experience. Yeah. Yep. Okay, anyway, didn't really go too deep inside here. Let's go through some of this. All right, so let's see. So this article is a little bit more neutral-ish. There's no like it doesn't take sides. So that's why we want to read on other stuff as well. So this update applies both digital and physical copies. All right. Destroy all copies in their possession. Yeah, no. You know what? This line will be the ultimate line that I will stand on the side of big NO. All right. The player must immediately uninstall the product and destroy all copies. Yeah, no. I paid money. I paid good money for entertainment. I should keep it. Bar none. That period. Dot. That's no other way to go around it. Okay. I can ease. Okay, so I believe. I believe, like, I own some of the older games and I do enjoy one of the older games, for example, Command and Conquer, StarCraft, Diablo. Let's see what else. Doom. Oh my goodness, but Doom, luckily, id Software kind of make it a free-ish. That's cool. Cool of them, right? Any game developers give out the game relatively free or cheap, I'm super stoked. Right? They get my vote. Right? Up dudes. Okay, let's see. So let's go for something a little bit. All right, so the gamer. No, Ubisoft EULA clause ordering destroy games isn't new nor it's unique. All right, let's see what this guy is talking. Ubisoft collab blah blah blah. The clause and EULA agreement which have agreed. Yeah. Okay, so the end user license agreement. This mainly applies to service. Now, is game a service or a product? If I pay with money, see that's a fun bit though. This is a very fun argument, and do we have enough time to do an argument for today? You know what? Let's do it. But before we go to that part, let's see what this article is talking about. Yes, that means what I think it means. Yes, that does mean what you think it means. That should Ubisoft decide to end a service for a game, not only you can no longer play it, you must destroy. So that means it's a license agreement. It's a timed license agreement. And obviously it's due to stop killing games. All right. That's why they changed the EULA to make it illegal when you click the word agree. But what if I don't agree? But I've owned it? Okay. Yeah, there's few things we will unpack a little bit later once we read this article. Okay, and all right, so destroy game service ends. All right, thanks to the crew. It's Ubisoft problem. Clearly it's going through EULA. Not only that, it costs EULA, but some sentiments can find EULA agreed before playing other games. All right, so this is where going to Reddit is important, because that's where most users has done the legwork, and you just cross-reference. The key word is cross-referencing, not because I don't take them as a I don't take them as a fact, but we want to cross-reference as much as you can. All right, and not to say people who publish is more credible. People who publish articles, they are accountable for what they publish. And that's why I want to be as close, not say close, but I want to be as factual as it is, right? And then I'll give my opinions on it, all right? Whether I like it or not. That's it. Okay. So do we have other things as well? Same clause can be found in ULA for various game on Steam. So we want to really cross check this. All this feature evidence that we don't own our games, not even physical copies. Sure, no one's gonna. All right, so this one is just saying, oh, you know what? Just because we have this EULA, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. I'm gonna say straight up. Okay, after reading some of this stuff, but hold on. Okay, one more small little thing before we do anything. So this guy is making a reasoning like nobody's gonna come knocking at your door because you have a physical copy of the crew, right? But the clause says even though dunking on Ubisoft is an in thing, nobody's dunking Ubisoft. Okay, it's not the in thing. We don't care about what decision Ubisoft made if it's not taking away the stuff that we've bought. If Ubisoft want to make a different game, sure, go ahead. If Ubisoft want to do something else new with the franchise, sure, go ahead. Sure, I'll be a bit more vocal about it. Some people are a bit more vocal about it. But if you're telling me that stuff that I have had, past tense, right, got it, and you decide to change it, and then I have to follow, yeah, that's not gonna fly. And that's the reason why live service game and some of the Web3 games I have big issues. As of like once, not say once I understand, like it has been a big issue back then. It's just that back then I was a little bit more, you know what? Let's see how this thing plays out. Truth to be told, it all ends the same. Who am I kidding? Okay. It's far from the only studios ordering you. See, the thing is, if you're ordering me to do what you have, what I've bought, right? That's the key thing. The key thing is ordering. All right. Okay, so we have one little interesting thing here. Next article. Let's go. Wow, excited. Remade. No, nobody cares about that. Latest EULA. Stop killing. Yeah. Ubisoft delisting. Okay, stop killing games. All right, so over 1 million signature. Disney EULA license. Pushback. Okay, so all right, a little bit more neutral. Is it me? Is it me? Feels. Oh no. Yeah, this two website feels very similar. At least this one's a little bit more neutral-ish, right? A little bit more neutral-ish. I won't say I'm glad, but I'm surprised we have a bit more neutral. Ubisoft and gamers now stays. You and Ubisoft may terminate this ULN time. Right, not bothered. Right. He quote from EU and Ubisoft. All right, no. This post reference to Ubisoft modified. Then replies. Nothing much over here. I'm skimming through opinions. Okay. For starters, I want you guys to also make your own opinion. So hopefully my opinion does not change. Hopefully the opinions that I've made and other people made informs you. Yeah. That's that. Okay. It has been part of ELA for more than 10 years. It's originally designed from legal provision. Okay. The company admits language may sound too strong. Okay, well, this one's a bit long-winded. This is definitely long. This one has a lot of opinions from a lot of other people as well, which is cool to read. Forcing people to destroy copy of the product, legally bought copies. Yeah, there we go. Again, the number is the wording is very important, right? So it is our possession, and we own it. Okay, not temporary access. So that's that. One of the things we saw in games is like DVD having their games. Okay, DVD collection. Comments promote Ubisoft Plus Premium. So that's probably that went off the rails a little bit. Okay, just a little bit because remains questionable. All right, cool. So they want you to follow EULA and destroy all versions of their product. All right, so this again, this is what I get as well. If we will follow to the T, we need to destroy. The word is destroy. Okay, big difference. All right, big difference than reselling and whatnot. Okay, ultimately, all right, industry to do. Yeah, and of course we have more comments here. I'm not gonna read too much about it because there are people who are on the fence, people who are definitely against it. Some people are like, oh, it's because it's there since the beginning, so you should not worry about it. In my opinion, okay, if it's in the official document, it is very important. All right. That's why you not say you should read, but you should read, especially when it's in a legal document. You have to read and reread a few times. Now, when it comes to games, now I will understand. This is just me, right? I do skim the EULA. I'm sure there are some clause that say, okay, I'm okay because I just want to play the game, and it's unfortunate. But the moment I agree, it's like, oh no, no. Unfortunately, that's why we really need to be careful when it comes to legal documents. Okay, not for games, not say not for games, not just for games, especially something has to do with financial stuff, right? Because I really care, all right, that you are well informed. So with that being said, I am definitely, right, whatever they say, like if they end the service, then you don't get to play. You know what? If it's in the EULA, as much as I hate it, okay, fine. Okay. If it's okay, if it's something that they did not, here's the key point I'm gonna make. If this EULA existed, say 10, 20 years ago on the game that I played and I loved the game, I ended up want to keep the game, right? If that license agreement was drafted back then and it wasn't altered at any time after the first, not say, okay, I cannot use the word first, after the game goes gold, the moment the game is published and they don't alter the end user license agreement, and if it has the clause that says, hey, you need to destroy your game, I will take the L and say, okay, you know what? It has existed back then. Literally, if word for word, all right? If the game dies, and I think if the game service has ended, which I highly doubt, okay? Because back then most games don't have live service. And after that, it says you must destroy or uninstall the game if we don't sell it. You know what? I'll take the L. I'll take the L and say, all right, fine, sure. But if it's edited down the line, now I don't care what the reason is, right? Oh, we need to just update our wording. Too bad. Too bad. Because you lack the foresight. Not to say you lack the foresight, because that is something that you realize, oh no, I don't want you to do this, and I didn't realize. In other words, very disingenuous. I suddenly want to change my mind. I want to alter the deal. Right? Pray that I don't alter. Pray that I don't alter some more. Proceed to alter the deal. So no. I am highly against this new EULA. And for that, I'm gonna say straight up, all right? I will try. In fact, I dare say, a lot of Ubisoft games I will not buy anymore. Straight up, I will not buy. I will probably only select certain future Ubisoft games, and that is very little. All right, the list it's dwindling. Thanks to a lot of decision that Ubisoft made that makes me say, hey, you know what? I can wait out. I don't need to buy this game day one. In fact, if I want to buy, Here's what I'm gonna say. Right? If I were to buy the game, it will be on discount. Straight up. I will not buy day one. All Ubisoft games, I will not buy day one. The only exception, which I highly doubt it will hit that as well, is that I want to play with friends. Right? I have a bunch of friends who wants to play. In fact, if you were to tune into my stream and say, hey, you know what, we should play this game. It is a Ubisoft games. I would, you know what, that's the only thing I would reconsider and say, okay, you know what, maybe I could pay full price, full retail price. If not, everything on discount. Every single Ubisoft games on discount. Right? The moment I see Steam discount, sure, cha-ching. In fact, I won't even say cha-ching. I'll take it back. I would wait out until I really, really need to play the game. Then, sure. Right? Oh, also another exception, all right? If I were to make money out of my stream, if I do pull in financial, extras, income side gig from my streaming and YouTube channel, that's the only thing I would probably buy day one, and that's mainly to make a review. I'm slightly in the process of trying to bridge back to making game reviews, gameplay, and whatnot, and I don't know if it's really working for me. That's all. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work put into it, and the result is something that I don't see the reason to just yet, unless I really, really enjoy the game. And talking about enjoy the game, all right, so Ubisoft, Prince of Persia, or the original Sense of Time, which I will try my very best to preserve it, okay? Because of this thing, I will, it is, I don't need to announce it, but I will try to preserve it, okay? That's one. Second one, I think closest to this is Splinter Cell. Yeah, Splinter Cell. Oh, Rainbows. Okay, not the new Rainbow Six. Okay, the new Rainbow Six was fun until it becomes unappealing anymore. For Honor was fun. Assassin's Creed, you know what? To a certain degree, I would definitely want to preserve Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3 plus Black Flag. Okay, and if I want to take the newer Assassin's Creed game, the Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah. Splinter Cell, I definitely want to try to preserve the Splinter Cell as best as I can. And what else? What other Ubisoft titles? Far Cry. Yes, Far Cry. I do enjoy Far Cry. All right. Far Cry is definitely one of those games that I don't mind trying to preserve it. And what else? What else? I think that's about it. Wow, no, that's about it. We don't even have, we do have some new Prince of Persia. No, I'm talking about Sands of Time, specifically Sands of Time, and of course the OG Prince of Persia. But the OG Prince of Persia, I think it's available. It's a DOS game. Okay, I cannot use the word available thanks to the EULA. This bullshit. Okay, so with that, that concludes the topic for the day. I want to talk about the Gigets thing as well, RuneScape, but that's way too off topic. It derails way too much. Yeah. So that's my stance. All right. For Ubisoft games, I will not spend full price. No full price. Number one. Number two, I highly doubt they're gonna release something new for me to play. I have not been touching Ubisoft games as of late, thanks to the controversies that they have been putting out. That's one. All right. Buying a game does not own a game. Ugh. Who likes that statement? Nobody likes the statement like if. So I'm gonna close with this. Service. You pay for service. Now this thing is very interesting because when it comes to digital age, what is a service? Right? To use our software? To use in general, it does fall under the categories. Yeah, you're using our software to do what? To have entertainment, right? And this has been severely abused. in general from both sides. I will be frank, both sides, but more on the production, not production, from the publisher. More so on the publisher side. In fact, I would say it's most likely, no, mostly on the publisher side that they abuse this service. Some people would take service for granted. Okay, that's fair, right? Let's talk about the people who use the service. Some people want more, right? And then some would definitely want more than the scope of the service. Oh, that's fair if you want to protect yourself from that type of people, that types of user. But more or less the publishers has been abusing way more than customers. So that is my stance. Okay. If you ask me to destroy copies that I've bought that have had in the past, no. Big no. So, am I furious? Not really. I'm not furious rather than, but more disappointed and sad that Ubisoft decided to go down this route. And I would say if Ubisoft goes under, it's one of those companies that I would say, okay, yeah, your decision makes you stupid stuff. You make stupid decisions, all right? You run away. This is literally a clear-cut rug pull. I would say straight up, this is a clear-cut rug pull type of update. Okay, if there's any other word that I can use on the Web3 space, this is a very rug pulling. Yeah, right. Sell. Oh, you know what? We should end the service. Bye bye. Yeah, you still own it. The only thing that the Web3 is now better than Ubisoft is if and when a project goes under, you still own the NFTs, air quote JPEGs. You still own it. You just cannot use it in other shape or form, other than staring at it. In this case, it's still better than Ubisoft. Okay, that's how bad it is. Right. So with that, that's the end. Okay, so now let's move on to the most important thing. I need to show the work in progress for my game. So let me stop this guy. Okay, cool. Yes. Right. And then if you see this weird little thing, it's because I have a green screen like this. Right. It's cool though. Super, super cool. All right. So the first fix I need to do, let me swap this to, yeah, already, okay, swap it. First bug fix, all right, let me press play again because I need to show some. So we have our milestone, all right? So I did say the milestone and everything, and we need to put one more extra line on it. And this is the part, choose the next decision. Yeah, somewhere along the line. What would, yeah. So this milestone over here, let me switch to this. Let me see, we have enough space. Okay, now where do we want to put? Do we want to put it? Okay, milestone story unlock points gain. All right, so we need to change this line. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna put how do I want to type this? Unlock a good story, points needed. Points gain. Okay, you know what? Let's type this. Let's type this up. All right. I'm gonna switch to this because I think that's the best way to do it. You know what? I'm gonna just put this so that you guys can see this. You know what? This is fun. This is fun. I really enjoy this part. Okay. I need my manager. Oh, okay. This is not fun. I just realized I can't do that because it will go very whack out. All right. Managers, Twitch chat, game rate, game manager. No canvas. Encounter text. No. Where did I put this? It's been a while. Yeah, I know it's from the rate manager. Oh, there we go. Points gain session. So we're going to change the word a little bit. So it goes something like this. So we're gonna have the actual story, or the actual choice, right? Would ape crash land? And we have the next. We kind of have the next theme for the next season per se, right? Season 2, right? Season 1 is Avatar 8, the introduction of Ape. Season 2 would be the crash. They will be on the floating island, but I want a cooler name for it. So season 2 will officially begin end of July. So that would be next week. No, the week after next week. After the drop. Yeah. August. First week of August. That's where I will announce the season 2 team. Oh, not say season 2 title. Okay. Blah 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 blah. All right, milestone area unlocked. All right, points gained. Okay, we don't care about that. All right, so we want to type it out. So would ape and friends. That's you. Crashland. All right. Okay. The next one is interesting. Like complete. Gain enough points. Unlock. Good. Story. Unlock. Good. Choice. Unlock good choice. All right, and then we supposed to say points needed, right? Switch to this because I also need to make sure the sentence fits in. This is the part where I need to fit in. Okay, I think this one was kind of done-ish already. Kind of done-ish. So last week, so a little bit of housekeeping. So last week, on Tuesday, let's see, what did I talk about last week? I need to make sure that I write this Discord. Okay, come on. Discord, load up. Super slow. Super slow. Okay, still loading. Wow, everything is loading. Also, I need to show you guys work in progress. So let's get this part done first. Whew. At least I got something off my chest. That Ubisoft thing is a oof. No bueno. No bueno. So there we go. Would friends would aid. All right, you know what? I'll make it shorter. I'll make it shorter. If I make that short, you'll be just nice. Would aid Craftland? Yeah. Unlock good choice. And then we put a point. I think that's self-explanatory, right? But I think the most important one is the story. Okay, so recap from last week. All right. Ape Sky Island Adventure is feature complete, right? That's why we locked it down. We fixed the mini clicker game. Drop incoming end of July. That's why I need to do my work in progress showcase today. There's no way I cannot end the stream without showing it. All right, so that's that. Come on. Beep. Play. Okay. And next is all right, so that's that. And then last stream we talk about the farmer's world and everything. And we managed, okay, so we managed to get an island. Okay, preparation for the next, what do you call this, oh great, I haven't put that yet. Let me change this name. All right. Okay, good. Points needed. Oh, Okay, you know what? I don't think I have enough time because I want to reserve the last 15 minutes because I extend the stream a little bit more, lot more. Right? Previously it's only just an hour. Now it's 1 hour plus at least 15 minutes to 20 minutes. This is mainly because I'm doing game dev, and the next part is basically me doing logistics stuff. So okay, where was I? Preparing the island for new gameplay. Right, that's the key thing, and that's it. That's that, right? Preparing for new gameplay. Okay, so cool. So that's one. And then next up, what is Tyranno Studios doing? Let's see, Spin Tycoon, Spin Tycoon. Nothing much on the Spin Tycoon side. Games development has made significant progress. Cool. Okay, cool. Always nice to see progress. I would definitely play when it's launched and then just give it a spin and see how I give it a spin. That's a pun. Giving it a spin. Okay, that's that. What happened to Brawlers? Brawlers, nothing much. Okay, nothing much over there. Music Mogul, literally nothing much. Yep, there we go. Nothing much. Although some people are still playing, which is okay, which is cool, which is cool. All right, that's that. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. All right, cool. Everything's worked out. Okay. Now, this next part is something not just something I want to show, but something I want to try to do it online-ish. Single player. Okay. All right, so this is our new island, a single player island. And then we have a new farming island, which I need to do a lot of modeling, unfortunately. I need to do a lot of modeling. Yeah, and I don't know how to showcase my modeling. I don't know how. No, okay, not say I don't know how to showcase my modeling. It's just I don't know how to do it live-ish because I have so many other programs to bounce back and forth, and everything's gonna be very very messy. So with that, what I'm gonna do, first thing first is great. Okay, yeah, this guy's moving. Okay, I'm gonna show you the first item, which is a rocket. And I'm still not happy with. Okay, no, I have to show you work in progress. I'm not happy with the design yet, but I will showcase. I need to showcase with to you guys. So what I'm gonna do is hello, hello. Wow, wow. This software is not having it. Okay, I need to restart. Oh, I need to restart. I really need to. Okay. Come on. Oh my goodness. I think that's the reason why I could not showcase. I think that's the only reason why I could not showcase it. It's not say it's tedious, but it's way too tedious to get everything. All right, I need to shut down Brawlers. It's eating up too much RAM. And I need to turn on the modeling program. So I'm using Blender and Houdini. Yes, I'm using two different software. One of it is because I'm so used to Houdini to do a lot of my 3D work. For 3D work, 3D projects. So I'm used to it. I'm slowly converting myself to Blender. And that's that. So hang in there a little bit. I should have done this. No, I can't do this earlier. It's something I want to iron out. So we have reached to the end of the stream, technically on schedule wise. So that's that. However, with that being said, I am still continuing to do my logistic because I did promise I need to do show and tell, and I have to do it. I really have to do it. I wanted to do last week, and did they change? Okay, anyway, not a big deal. But for those who are new to it, okay, I am dedicating 1 extra hour on top of stream day. Now, for some people, you can finish this all this modeling within a day or two easily, especially my simple model. But for me, it's a little bit different because I am dedicating only, right, air quote, only 1 hour every Tuesday and Thursday every Tuesday and Thursday, which means out of the whole week, 2 hours will go into the modeling session or whatever I need to do. In fact, for the project, for game development, bug fix, stream, and whatnot. So in total, it's 4 hours. And I want to keep it that way. Some days I will put in a little bit more time because sometimes, when you got into a role, you just have to do it. Yeah, there's no way of what do you call this? Stopping. Yeah, once you get in a role, just continue. All right, and of course, some days I will put a little bit more work. So sometimes I will put like extra 2 to 3 hours a day. Sometimes I would just open up on a weekend and say, hey, what? I think I can do this. Right, put a little bit more time. Those will go unrecorded, unfortunately, because it is not a schedule. I didn't dedicate the time. So for stream, I dedicate the development time and everything else. So 1 hour for stream, 1 hour for the game dev, and now since I got so used to on the game dev and it's easy for me to showcase to you guys, so I'm gonna just include it in. Yeah, simple as that. That's yeah, that's it. And unfortunately, this is the part that I don't like because usually I do prepare a lot before the stream, and that's why the stream is like 1 hour is just nice in my opinion. But now because I've added in alongside with live game dev, bug fix, and everything, so there's lots of like, I won't say downtime gap. This is real-time game development, like opening files, get some stuff up and running. If the file is broken, I need to fix it. If the loading is slow, I can't do anything. If my computer crash, that's it. So it goes everything, it's real time. And because of that, I think adding an extra 15 minutes ish to the stream is all right. That's what I would say. It's all right. Okay. That's what I want to put it on the record. This is just yeah, it's just on the record. That's all. Nothing else extra. And because while we are waiting, might as well just narrate what I'm doing right now. Okay. So reopen everything. Now I can just do this, export it out. I wish I could show you. There's too many work for me to keep switching windows. So I just want to keep it as simple as it is and do it off stream. So you guys, on one end, there's too many things on the background to show. So, and most of them is like not worth showing, I would say. And these are mainly behind the scenes stuff. And then even behind the scenes stuff, people are prepared for it. Like, okay, we're gonna show this. So all of them are opened, at least preloaded. So yeah, that's the only thing I can say. Like, I can't really do much about it. Okay, where did I save my file? No. All right, cool. So we wrote our file out. Save. I should have oh, wrong thing. So this part is a little bit okay. So for those who are asking why do you have so many software open, I would say not because I want to. Like I said, I'm so used to one software for for modeling initially, and I've put a lot of time learning that software. And unfortunately for Blender, it's different. Yeah, that's it. It's just different. I'm slowly not say transitioning to Blender, but I want to both of this software has different controls. All right. More you know. Okay, I think I messed this up. Right. Okay, there we go. And then I have to import, not export. Import. I think I messed that up. Import. Come on. Okay, yes. Import. Hey, now my import is broken. What's happening? What's happening? Don't tell me it's too small. No, I modeled to size. Okay, hold on a sec, one more time. Okay, yes. Oh wow, really? Okay, no. Really? Okay, let me try to do this. Okay, I can read. Oh, I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with you, Blender? New. All right, let's make it new. Delete this. Import. Yeah, this is really wasting time in my opinion, but I want to show you that this is really real time. Oh, there we go. Finally, it worked. Okay, cool. So once I import it into Blender, then I export it out. All right, so why use Blender? Blender is fun. It's free. Okay, Blender is free. That's why I'm trying to move to Blender. Okay, that's one of the biggest reason. Whereas Houdini is not. It's if I were to use certain feature, I have to pay, and I'm being held cheapo. Okay, so this is the part where I can say, all right, license agreement to use tools. Actually, I still don't like it. I prefer no license. No. I pay a single license, okay, and I'm done with it. I don't really need certain updates. I really do not need certain updates. That's it. Yep. Okay. So since I managed to export it out, this is the most horrible. Okay, the key design is kind of there, but I am not liking it for now. It's just not cool enough. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna put it random here. Okay, so I need combat lab. No, Unity drop. Yes, go to this. Oh no. Yes. Yeah, I want this guy. If I go to this, where's my toilet? Okay, yeah, gotcha. Title, no. I am missing one key thing. Ignore the face. The face. I am missing one important item. I could not put my finger upon it. What went wrong? Okay, yes. I could not figure out what went wrong. I supposed to have something else. Okay, you know what? Not that. This is not the time to debug this. I don't want to waste too much time. So there we go. I have a rocket and it's big enough. There we go. I know it's to size. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, now the rocket, I'm not happy right now because there are a few things I need to fix. One of them is, let me disable this guy. Oops, the lights are clipping. the front, the nose is not detailed in there. I mean, it's boring. The fins is, after looking at here, the fins is just nice. The rocket thruster is slightly boring, so I need to just make it cooler. Now, one thing nice about Unity is since I can do this already, right? And this is real time. Yeah, about 10 minutes just to get all of this up and running. I don't have my textures yet. That's why I need Blender. And I think I need to smooth out some of the stuff as well. And all right, so that's one. Now I can simply just slap a simple material on it, which I will do it right now. I can, yeah, green rocket, no problem. Red rocket, yeah, red rock, no. Orange is nice. Red rocket, what am I talking about? Okay, it's cool. So with this, yeah, something is off. Something is off right now, and I could not put my finger on it. So if I press play, the fun bit is if I press play, it would show the end. Ta-da! Look at this. I have an animation inside here right now. I can even move this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna move these two guys. For some reason, this so yeah, it's supposed to be in the middle. So I can move here, go over the way back. So for the upcoming drop, you would see this rocket, you would see an expression over here, and I can put two apes if I want to. But for now, this is the showcase. This is literally the showcase why I would and I love to work on Unity now. Okay, live, not say live, on runtime. What you see is what you get. I don't need to worry about renders. I don't need to worry about settings. I do need to worry, but I don't need to worry too much about settings. Everything is like this. Yeah, super cool, super nice, super stoked about it. Yeah, very happy about it. All right. Okay, so with that, that is all I have for you for today. I need to figure out certain things like I supposed to have. You know what? Let's debug this live a little bit. All right, since I have extra time. All right, so I'm not gonna save this scene. All right, so this is the previous drop. But previous drop is not the one I care. I need to have. I have a. Oh, there we go. You can see all the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that is not fun to see because you don't. I'm going through some of the stuff and then everything is all messed up. Okay. Where was I? Pop, 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 pop. Okay, yeah, here. Okay, and then main render. What the? Wow, I really lost the main render. No, that's the wrong thing. Oof, okay. So here, we are not, ape is not supposed to be down here. That is 100%, right? And this thing is definitely in the wrong position. Okay. And I don't know where I went wrong. Maybe I did not. Okay, you know what? That's it. That's it for debugging. The more I debug, the more I get confused where I put it. Yeah, wow, where did I put? Anyway, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help my YouTube channel grow. Number one, number two, for those who are looking on viewing on Twitch and or Kick. Yes, I am dual streaming. don't forget, no, don't forget to follow. But I would say I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friend. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time. Finally managed to find it. Uh, only on Twitch and no, on Twitch and okay, 9 p.m. PT time every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, I kind of messed it up. Whew, okay, yeah, managed to get it. So this is my template for rendering for my collection. Yeah, this is important. I need to get this back. Whew, okay. Until then, see ya, my friends. Whew.